do our guides communicate with us? And I know that there are people
Mm.
who, and we say these gifts. I think all humans are capable of them, just not. It's not turned on in most people, right? Like it is in you. So some people can channel. There's mediumship, but the average person, everyone has a guide. Everyone has a team of guides, like you were saying.
Yep.
How do their guides communicate with them in ways that maybe they're missing? Is it through song lyrics? Is it through, like whatever? Like, I'm just curious.
Yep. Every way that you can possibly think of. Our guides send us hundreds of messages a day,
Mm,
trying to figure out how we'll listen. So it could be by drawing our attention to a billboard. It could be by a thought that just drops in randomly. It could be by somebody phoning us and saying, "Hey, this just happened. Listen, what happened to them and how does it apply to you?" It could be through a conversation you overhear in the grocery store as you're walking around getting your lettuce. It could be a song. It could be a text. It could be something you run into on Google. Every single way that we communicate, our guides use to communicate with us.
do you think they'd ever just get frustrated if we're not paying attention?
I think they think we're funny and they get amused that we keep missing all these signals. Here's a good oh, and before I go to the example, every single human on this planet is intuitive with all of the senses. It's which ones are you gonna cultivate, which ones are your primaries, which are the strongest, and which ones will you choose to use the most? For some people, it's closing their eyes and seeing the film across their inner mind. They'll use sight. Some people use sight in the physical world and they can actually see orbs or shadows or beings in their world. Some people, it's hearing. I have a great story about hearing. I was sitting I had bought this beautiful tree that was going to fit exactly in the one place I needed to fill in my yard. And it was a tiger-sized sumac, and I just fell in love with it. It was beautiful. It was glorious. And I'm sitting at a coffee stand outside of the market taking a break, and I heard, "Go get your tree." And I'm looking around everywhere, like, "What? What?" And I'm like, "Oh." Nobody said a word, but it was like somebody spoke to me.
Wow.
And I walked over, that vendor was packing up his truck to leave. If I had waited 5 minutes, I would have lost my tree.
That's so funny. Your guides wanted you to have your tree.
They did.
I love that. That's really cool.